I would be so supportive if you were a tennis player. I would be Tanya hardening it.
You'd get me to the top.
I'd get you to the top. Today our topic is hottest celebrity couples.
This is something I'm really excited about because I'm way more into like celebrity pop culture than you are.
Yes, but I am into hot people. Now, there's already a list over on ranker.com where tens of thousands of people have already voted on who they think the hottest celebrity couples are. So throughout the episode, we're gonna be comparing our rankings with the general public's rankings. So Mikaela, who is your number 5?
So my number 5 is Ranker's number 16, which is Victoria and David Beckham.
Posh Spice.
Yes.
Yes.
They're kind of secretive. I don't feel like we really see their relationship, but cosmetically, I think they might just be one of the world's hottest couples.
David Beckham might have the best tattoos, the most attractive men's tattoos. I don't know why. I feel like other people try to do it. He pulls it off in such a way.
Something about him is like, it gets like the moms going, the teens going, everything about that man is like, he gets finer with age.
He was like the biggest soccer player in the world, and when she was Posh Spice, and so them getting together was like a really big deal. That was forever ago though.
Ever ago, yeah.
And they're still together. Good for them.
Yeah.
Okay, so my number 5 was Ranker's number 1. Ryan Reynolds and Blake Lively. I had to give it to them just because they both are very attractive. They're both also both like, you know, obviously great actors and stuff. They both have the ability to be very funny, but they are one of those couples where it's like, again, I'm shocked that they haven't split up because it's like, I feel like they both could just get anyone.
But I think that's why they work, and it's like, they both are very likable people.
And I think they're like a tall couple too.
They do seem tall.
I think Ryan Reynolds and Blake Lively, they'll have very tall, attractive children.
I could see a few years from now it being like, oh, the new actor on the rise is their kid.
Bill Lively.
Yeah. Maybe Reynolds.
Yeah, Bill Reynolds. Bill Reynolds sounds like he sells insurance.
My number 4 was actually your number 5. It was Blake Lively and Ryan Reynolds.
Yeah.
I think they're very likable. I think they're goofy. You get bonus points if you're just likable, goofy people. And it's hot.
Yeah.
It's hot to have personality.
I feel like Ryan Reynolds is the most attractive guy in the world. I feel like he's got the body.
He is that like medium hot guy. But then with his personality, it makes him like extra hot. Like I think that's just how, and I think Blake Lively is just like, she's stunning to look at. I think everyone will always be, she's in such a timeless look.
Yes, something's a little bit different. It's not like the perfect, she's not like a Barbie doll.
She doesn't look fake.
She doesn't look fake. It gives it a sense of reality.
Yeah.
My number 4 was not on the ranker list. It is Michael B. Jordan and Lori Harvey.
I almost put them on the list too. They are very, 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 very hot.
They're very, very hot. I mean, if you've seen Black Panther, he got cut up. And Lori Harvey, I know very little about her except for 1, she's beautiful, very attractive, and 2, she's Steve Harvey's daughter, right?
I think stepdaughter, technically, but yeah.
Still, bonus points.
Do you know why she's great? It's because no one actually really knows anything about her. She doesn't like do anything like messy publicly. She seems very just like elegant.
Don't get me wrong, I love your dad, but if your dad was Steve Harvey, I would be so excited just because like the looks he gives to people on Family Feud, I would try to upset him just so I could get his like, what the hell? I would love that. That would be great. Who's your number 3?
My number 3 was actually not on the ranker list. It is Serena Williams and Alexis Ohanian. They're a co-founder of Reddit. Something about them is like, they're powerful.
Yeah.
Like such an odd pairing too, because I'm like, where do they meet? You know, it's like, how on earth did like the co-founder of Reddit and like the best tennis player of all time
I think
meet?
I think she's like a tech investor. What if he like slid into her DMs?
I would love if that was the story. I actually would love that. Something about her, because she's so beautiful and talented, it's like she's just a powerhouse. Yeah. It's like, who gets this woman? And we're like, who's this guy? He gets her? And they're great. They have a beautiful little daughter, Olympia. I always love seeing him watch her. He is always so supportive. It is so cute. Like he's just so into going to all of her matches. I love it.
I would be so supportive if you were a tennis player.
Oh yeah.
I would be Tanya hardening it.
You'd get me to the top.
I'd get you to the top. Okay, so my number 3 was the number 3 on Ranker's list. I'm actually shocked I didn't put them number 1. Sophia Vargara and Joe Manganella. They are just like sex.
They are sex. It's unfair and it makes sense.
They are like when you're a little kid and you're drawing in your class and you're drawing like people. They look like what you draw. Like he looks like a superhero and she looks like ba-bam.
Yeah, no, they are cartoon characters.
Yes.
It's like, they're not real. They actually love each other too? Like it's what?
I mean, he was in Magic Mike. so you know he can move.
He can move.
And she got an ass that just won't quit. I think if I worked out a little bit more, I think we would have that vibe. Right now we have sort of the Ed O'Neill and Sophia Vergara from Modern Family vibe.
That's our thing. Okay, so my number 2 actually wasn't on Ranker either. It is Ciara and Russell Wilson. I think they are so cute together. They're another like powerhouse duo where it's like different fields, but they just look like they're raising the most healthy, happy family. They're so involved. I love them on social media. They just love each other so much publicly.
They're kind of like a dream couple where they seem like really healthy. They really love each other. I didn't love the pregnancy picture. That felt weird to me.
Why are you so anti-nude pregnancy photo?
It just feels
I'm gonna
forced.
do it.
I don't get it, but what, you know, whatever.
I think they're just a fantastic couple. Big fan.
My number 2, also not on the ranker list. We gotta get them on the ranker list. Nick Offerman and Megan Mullelly.
Okay.
So, you know him as Ron Swanson from Parks and Rec, and you know her from, was she Will and Grace? I think she was Will and Grace. They are the funniest couple, and talk about a couple where it's like, you know they love each other.
Oh yeah.
They're also weirdly sexy, and they do it as like a funny thing. Every time they're in any scene with each other, they're just constantly like, dirty talking.
Yeah.
Yeah, and she's like, oh, Ron. Like, it's like a bit that they do. That's hot. They have the best podcast concept ever. It's In Bed with Nick Offerman and Megan Mullelly. Yeah. And whoever their guest is sits in bed with them, and it's like, why didn't we think of that? So they're my number 2, and they're really funny, and I respect that.
So my number 1 was Sophia Vargara and Joe Manganella. Why does he have such a tough name?
Manganella.
Manganella. It's Manganella. They are just the definition of hot. They all are also a couple where it's like, they're just getting hotter with age. They're not like that, like, oh yeah, they're 25 and
I don't think she ages.
I don't think she ages either.
And he looks better with the gray beard.
Dude, seriously, it's unfair. Can't wait to see 30 years from now.
I can't wait to see. My number 1 was the number 7 on the ranker list, Tom Brady and Gisele Bündchen. He's obviously he's an attractive guy. He's also greatest football player of all time, so you have to give him extra points for that. She's literally a supermodel.
Yeah.
And one of the most successful ones ever. Also, she's got like a foreign accent, ba-boom. I think the reason why I put them above my previous 2, I like when the couple, they're both really big, but in separate industries.
Yeah.
That feels like a power couple to me.
No, yeah, that's exactly what it is.
It's just really cool that they both have their own thing, and they're both the best at it. And they also, you know, make babies. And then Tom Brady kisses them on the mouth. I docked him some points for that, but they were still number 1. But he's the man. He is probably the guy most Americans at least would be like, I want to trade lives with this guy. Well guys, there you have it. Those were our favorite celebrity couples. Let us know who you think the hottest celebrity couples were in the comments, or better yet, just go over to ranker.com, vote yourself, get your favorites to the top, and of course, as always, let us know in the comments who you think had the best list between the 2 of us, or
who's on top?
Who is on the top?
Brought to you by Ranker.
Brought to you by Ranker.